Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today I have the committee from the Festival of Leaves, which will be here in just a few days, really. A couple weeks. But
Don't push it, Mike.
and it's just like we've been planning for this thing all year.
Yes.
And now it's here.
Since the last festival.
Right. So tell us, give us a little update there, Sue, and what's happening.
Oh, well, Festival of Leaves going to start on the 11th, Friday night. We've got Tom to thank for that. Go ahead and tell us,
That's
Tom.
dancing downtown.
Yeah.
Folks are used to that. We did a lot of them many years ago.
Sure.
So based on what I know, we revived it last year, highly successful. So we'll have it again this year. We are featuring a popular band that we used to use years ago called Sold Out. Everybody in Front Row knows
they
them.
jam.
So it's going to be Friday night. They're going to start at 7 and go till 10.
Okay.
So the dancing downtown is something we just kind of tied in with the Festival of Leaves. It makes sense. We're all out there working anyway.
Everybody's here anyway.
Right.
But Arlene's going to have plenty of food there. We'll have the music. We'll have adult beverages. And it's just basically a big opportunity to come downtown and celebrate. There is a cover charge to get in. Mainly that's just to kind of control the area and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's our kickoff party.
Yeah.
It is a $5 cover charge, and we do charge for the beer, and we'll have wine and meat again this year.
Yeah.
We're kind of excited about
And great
that,
food.
so.
We encourage everybody to come down and have dinner and listen to
Yeah.
some great music and dance in the streets. So, dancing downtown.
Yeah, it's we've been to them in years past. It's great. It's kind of a good kickoff too.
Oh, absolutely.
yes.
Everyone's in town already, getting all set up for that early Saturday morning setup. So something to do.
Right.
And it helps Arlene with vendor placement.
Sure,
So.
it takes longer than you think to pull this off. So
yeah.
what's happening then Saturday morning?
Oh, well, I have over 186 vendors at the moment and still more coming in.
186. Oh my gosh.
186.
It's awesome.
Yes. And we have 5 food vendors for Friday night, and the rest will be coming in Saturday. So we have all kinds of food, different brands, and empanadas. We have Sherry's crab cakes. We have salty lobster. I'm not
That's
sure.
new.
That
That's
one's
new
new.
this year.
So we have some new food vendors. We are going to have 3 areas where you can get some food. Most of it will be at the gazebo, but we are pushing some down towards the kids area and down towards the courthouse so that they're dispersed throughout.
Sure. Because it does get crowded around the food trucks.
Well, and our
Yes.
kids area is down by the Heritage Society.
Yes.
So,
Right.
so we've got a lot of activities going on.
Yeah.
A lot of things all up and down Main Street and up and down Chester Street. We've got a large kids area now this year on Crescent Street right off Chester.
Right.
So we've got bouncy houses down
Right,
there.
yeah.
The Boy Scouts are setting up an encampment. We've got a lot of vendors that are going to be there doing just things for kids.
For kids, yeah.
And we're tying that into the Heritage Society, who's pulling in a couple of things on their property, and we're pretty excited that they're joining us this
Good,
year for
good.
that. Down further on Chester Street, Boy Scouts are doing an archery setup. We're all excited about that. But we've also got a band stage down there in front of Quality Title. We've got bands playing all through the day. We've also got some of the school groups, some of the kids choruses. Jig and Jive is going to be there. Five Feathers Production's going to be there.
It's a whole day of entertainment.
Whole
Yes.
day of things going on. And down on Main Street, we've got the main stage at the gazebo, all the food trucks and vendors around there, which is going to be wonderful. But the other end of Main Street, this year we're having a car show.
Right.
So we're going to have a band stage down there. We'll have music playing all day long. The first band up, by the way, is the Yesterday Swing Band, which is
They're fabulous. Oh, they're fabulous. You ever heard big band music with a big band? It's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's great.
they're
Yes.
fabulous. So I'm hoping they
You guys
do
went
really
all
well.
out this year for the entertainment.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We've got stilt walkers, we've got hula hoopers, we've got buskers.
I was just going to ask you, are we having buskers again?
Yeah, buskers.
I had to look that word up.
From the Mountain View Music Academy, they're sending some kids down to play, and so we're kind of excited about that. Still looking for some barbershop quartets, but there you go.
Well, and everybody needs to understand that all this stuff we're describing on Saturday, it's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Come down. I mean, all this entertainment, all the strolling, the visiting, probably by the time the festival gets here, 200 vendors, and it's all included. I mean, the main stage, we got some great bands that folks, probably have heard of before. Another Fine Mess is going to take the stage at 11. The Sidemen, which is a popular local band, they're going to be there at 1:30. And then another local band called Off the Cuff is going to be there at 4 o'clock. So the main stage has music all day long. They've got entertainment at every end of the spectrum there. So we'll have our opening ceremonies, I think, at 10.
Yeah.
But-
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll be at the gazebo, too. But
great.
all this stuff that we're talking about, the community needs to come down and be a part of it. It's
This
awesome.
is a big community event. We love to have everybody involved. We've got most of the merchants that are on Main Street coming out their door and
Yes.
setting up
This-
something.
I think this is the most this year.
Yeah, the ones that haven't been able to come out outside their door because we're across the street this
Sure.
year. A lot of them are doing ads for our programs or just supporting us by opening their doors and having specials and things go on.
A
So
lot of the festivals we have are kind of geared for visitors to come and see it, but this
No,
one
this
is
is a
really.
community.
It's a
We're going to
mixture.
get people
Yeah.
from all over the region,
Oh,
but
we'll have leafers if it's pretty. Yes,
Yes.
we'll have leafers.
but it's really geared to our local community.
Well, we've tried to get the school kids in so that the parents come down and get a chance to see what their kids are doing in their
Sure.
chorus class or their dance classes. And I'm really excited about it this year because we've got more events lined up and more things going on. And I need volunteers.
Always need
Lots
volunteers.
of
Yes,
volunteers.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's not a hint.
Yes, it is.
That's
We
a
need
bag.
We're trying to come up with a way to bribe them, but
Yeah.
we're not there yet. But
So
We'll give them a T-shirt, won't we?
We will
Yes.
get them a T-shirt. We're having a volunteers meeting at the Visitor Center Wednesday, October 2nd at 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
If you're interested in volunteering and you haven't yet signed up, show up at the meeting. Going to be a half an hour. We're going to just give you a paper, let you know where you're scheduled, what your job is
And
going
they
to be.
don't have to be there all day.
No.
They can work
No,
in a shift, a couple
whatever.
hours.
Oh yeah, we're only expecting volunteers for 2-hour shifts.
Oh, that's
we're
good.
not
Yeah.
we're not
But
keeping
you're welcome
anybody
to work all day.
yeah, you're more than welcome to work all day.
But we've got a lot of kids from RMA coming to help. We've got some kids from the high schools coming
Yes.
to help. So
It's a
it's-
community event.
Yeah.
It really is.
This starts at
And-
10 and goes till when?
Around about 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
between 5 and 6, everybody starts tearing down.
7 to 10 on Fridays, 10 to 6 on Saturday.
And with our vendors, we have artists, we have woodcrafters, we have potters. You want some jams and jellies? There's a gentleman who comes from Pennsylvania, his Amish bake. He always sells out by lunchtime, I think.
So get there
Jewelry,
early.
candy, soaps, and quilts. So we have a large mixture of vendors, and a lot of them are from Warren County too.
Yeah.
And I think the Heritage Society is making apple butter.
Yes,
They are making
Yeah,
apple butter
and they'll
again
sell
this
it
year.
as well. So, I mean, that's a fundraiser for them.
Well, they
Yes.
got these big copper. They really use copper pots and throw the penny in there too. I mean, I see them.
So it-
Put a penny.
I've never heard that.
oh, yeah, definitely.
Don't you put a penny in the
Yeah,
bottom of
you do,
See?
you do.
And the copper on copper keeps it from burning or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
and
So
of course-
you learn all sorts of stuff.
And
Yes.
you
Laura.
continuously
Yes,
stir.
You do.
The paddle continuously
do.
moves. You never let it
So
sit
is
stagnant.
that like the king baby cake where you get the
Yeah.
penny in your store?
But all the great food down there, the barbecue, the sausage, the funnel cakes and everything. But kudos to having crab cakes down there. We're
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yes.
So it's just
Yeah.
really a good time. And yes, we'll have a lot of people from out of town there, but the community can embrace it. The community knows where to park. They know that they can get about 2 blocks away and just walk in and not be a part of all the
Right.
parking
Yeah.
stuff. And
Right.
so,
Not most of them, but a lot of our vendors are local people. A lot of our food trucks are
Right.
local people. And they know the importance of being there. And they start at the end of the festival asking for applications for next year. So
Yes.
So we do have some parking arrangements we've made with the government center. Valley Health is letting us park
Yes.
there. And
yeah, and the
fire
side streets are
department. So there's-
usually available.
Yeah.
Don't park in people's driveways.
Yeah.
Yes, please don't.
Other than that, I mean, you're going to find a place to park. And
Yeah.
if you don't, give Arlene a call. She'll
It's
come and
worth
pick you up.
it's worth looking for a parking place just to come to it. It's great.
It is. It is. But all of you come down as a family. That way it's one car.
That's right. That's right. Commute.
Yes. Catch the local trolley. Have it drop you off on their way.
Now, have you forgot about anything to tell us?
one thing we have forgotten
Okay.
is our sponsors.
Yes.
Yes.
We got too many to list here, and they'll be in our programs, and you'll see their banners up and everything. But without the giving from the sponsors, I mean, a lot of this would never happen.
That's how
Right.
things happen, because
Yes.
these free events cost money.
They do.
They absolutely do.
And the people who are working on this are all volunteers.
Well, and I think the town of Front Royal helps us out a little
Right.
bit on.
Yeah.
The town of Front Royal is one of our sponsors this year. They've been helpful
Well, every
for the last few years. They loaned us Lizzie. She's been great to work with. She's got ins where we have.
Sure.
Well, they handle
contacts.
blocking the streets and they
Yeah.
handle our trash removal. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all gathered up, but they come through there with a truck that night and gather it all up. I mean, come Sunday,
You'll never know. it was
you'll
there.
never
Yeah,
know there was a
that's it.
party there. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
always,
That's it.
I always praise the Public Works Department, because the next day it just looks great.
We probably have one of the best ones around. I
They
mean,
do. They do an
they're on
awesome
top
job.
of the game for that.
We don't have a list of the sponsors with us right now.
We're going to list all those down. We'll put them in the story.
Yeah,
You send that to
it's
me.
so important that when you see our sponsors, go out and
Yeah.
visit their businesses
Yeah.
or
Big
give them
thank
a
you.
call and
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
Absolutely.
pretty much a centrifuge of about 8 or 9 volunteers that each take on a task,
Right.
and then we bring in over 100 volunteers the day of the event, and bring in schools and stuff like that. So,
Sure.
But this has been going on for basically about 10 and a half months. So,
Right.
Yeah.
we take a month off and use that month to wrap up the old one.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate all the work that your committee does. It's a great event. The community loves it. And,
This is our second year winning Best Festival.
right.
Yes.
So
Is
we're
this the
excited about that.
52nd?
52nd.
52nd Festival of Leaves. So we've been doing it a long time, and you got to thank the Heritage Society for getting this thing going and having the foresight, when they had a little issue there and
Right.
downsized and budget and a group of people come in to help them out.
Well,
So
they
it's
allowed
very-
FREBA to
Yeah.
take it over, and we've run with it. And we've absolutely loved every minute of
Sure.
putting
It's a-
it together.
It is a great festival. They just didn't have
the.
the manpower to pull it
Right.
off.
Right.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we've been very fortunate, even with some weather issues. We've been really able to sustain.
And this
it.
is a rain or shine event.
Yes.
This is rain or shine.
So if you see a little cloudy weather, just come
Just
on
come
anyway,
down
because
anyway.
it'll stop.
Well, and again, don't forget, come down Friday night and help us kick it off. There's not a lot of people from the city here on Friday night. Friday night is for the local community.
Right.
So come on down to Dancing Downtown. Your great
Music,
band sold
good
out.
food.
Yeah, sold out. That's great. All right. Well, I appreciate it. We will see you on October the 11th, 7 to 10. On the 12th, all day, 10 to 6 at the gazebo. It's a great event. Happens in October. Again, October 11th. So check it out. Appreciate it. Thanks again, guys.
Does anything
Thanks,
else
Mike.
happen in October?
No, nothing else but Festival of Leaves.
Yes.